If you have come here to get some health gyan on yoga, meditation, and the wellness space, then you come to the right place. That is called the Yoga Conversations podcast mini clips. We'll be having multiple guests ranging from Simon Borg-Olivier to Khurshid Batlewala. So let's get into it.
This is something which has been disturbing, which we have observed even in India, and it has been common in West for quite some time, that there are a lot of young people getting cardiac arrest. Now, what are the reasons for this happening, and how can one prevent this?
Well, I believe that, again, it stems to the same problems that I've been discussing the whole time today, in that people are overtaxing the nervous system. They're actually retarding blood flow with overtension, overstretching, overbreathing, overthinking often, or thinking just stressful thoughts, and overeating. And the combination of those 5 things, overstretching, overtensing, overbreathing, overthinking, and overeating, is actually, it's compressing the blood vessels and forcing the heart to beat faster. And when the heart works too much, it doesn't like it. And eventually it just dies. It's like I said in the beginning, the most common yogic Indian adage is that humans, the yogi, doesn't count their life by the number of years they live, but by the number of heartbeats they make. And so if you overtax the heart, it eventually hypertrophies and dies and stops working. But certainly by retarding blood flow in the rest of the body, by not encouraging blood flow, you will actually, cause a lot of stress to the heart. So the 2 most important things to do in terms of communicating good energy and loving information inside the body are: stop blocking the flow of good energy and loving information, and encourage the flow of good energy and loving information. So what blocks good energy and loving information? In the form of blood flow, which contains both energy and information in the form of red blood cells, oxygen carrying, and also hormones and neurotransmitters carrying information. What blocks this is too much tension, too much stretching, too much breathing, too much thinking, too much eating. So my motto to most people is, while you are doing your movement, your posture, your exercise, your yoga, whatever you call it, tense less, stretch less, breathe less, think less, eat less. And then we need to encourage the flow of good energy and loving information. What would that allow? Well, there are 12 different ways to move blood through the body, one of which is the heart. So do the heart less, use the other 11 ways, which I can talk about in another talk perhaps. But the simple summary of moving the blood effectively without using the heart will be 4 things. 1, move actively. 2, move from your core. 3, breathe naturally or breathe from your core. And 4, move fluidly. So in the expanded form of that will be my 5-dimensional flow system. The ability to move actively means when you're coming into a posture, say a yoga posture or an exercise, don't use external forces like gravity, momentum, or one limb pulling another. Use your own muscles. So if you're folding your legs in lotus, don't just take one leg and pull it in. Let the leg come in as much as it can by itself first. Then your own muscles will control strength, flexibility, nervous system, and blood flow. That's move actively. Move from the core, I've described a bit, but it means don't lock your core. Make your core move. Move your trunk. Don't hold a neutral spine. Move your spine. Third one is breathe naturally or breathe from the core. There's no use in a breath which just starts at the chest. It can go to the chest, but must start into your feeling from the diaphragm, from your pelvic floor. And that's breathe naturally or breathe from the core. And the fourth one, move fluidly. Move in a way like a cosmic dance, like the dance of Shiva. It's not back, forth, left, right. It's not up, down only. It's left, right, left, down, up, right. So we move in circles, move in figure eights, move in the spirals of energy, move in circles of energy. And these are the patterns and shapes we see in the 1,000-petaled lotuses, in the yantras, in the images around the body. But linear movement is energy draining, and it will block blood flow. Circular, dynamic, fluid movement does not. And this is the problem often with stretches, where you go left side, right side, come to the end of range of movement. What you want is a movement which doesn't feel like a stretch, but goes through a range which is usually circular, like a dance, like Kathakali, like what you see in the Kalari Payat and the system that you've been learning. It's all smooth, beautiful movement, like the bells and the things that or like the club bells that you use. I forget the name of them. Wonderful.
Kallakattai.
Like this. Yes. I can't say it because there's words that are too hard for me. Malayalam is very difficult. I think Tamil is also very difficult.